thanks for stopping by. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. So today I am participating in the Christmas in July YouTube Hop with the Papercrafting YouTubers group. I am just doing this quick intro because what I'm sharing with you today is a package that I thought was lost in the mail. Luckily it was received, and so unfortunately the recipient only recently received it. However, as she has it now, I wanted to share it with you, and it was perfect for this theme. So without further ado, enjoy. Hi there, it's Laurel of Lolo Van Crafts. I am coming on today to share a quick, semi-quick project share. So this is a Christmas swap that is quite delayed. It's going out to the lovely Clair of the Obstinate Pursuit, and Claire has been exceptionally patient with me. We decided to do a Christmas themed swap. I recorded my unboxing of Claire's package a little while ago. Definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. It was a beautiful, beautiful box to receive. Now, of course, I had my baby 3 weeks early at the end of 2021, and so it just threw everything off time-wise. So, and then also, I'm not going to post this until Claire has received hers, and so it'll probably be like Christmas at St. Patty's by the time you see it. In any event, yeah, so let's get into it. So we were going to do a flat mail swap, and we had kind of decided that because we're like both kind of like, oh, I struggle with flat mail. Neither of us did flat mail. So this is what I've come up with. Now we'll just dive into it. So this is, I just wanted to send her a little treat. And so this is just a yummy little chocolate bar, but I have wrapped it with pattern paper. And then I've gone ahead and used this pretty pink tool with this gold spot and wrapped it around. And then I've just made this cute little tag with this die cut. Just says treat yourself. And yeah, so it's that one. And then this one here, so it says may your days be merry and bright. So the papers that I've used are from an old Michaels collection, and the ephemera that I've used is mostly the Twinkle All the Way by Rosey Studio. So I've just kind of layered that up. Now what I did with these frames, I struggle sometimes to use these frames. What I did in this case was I just backed it with a little bit of vellum, and that just softened the background of the paper, and I really like how that came out. And then I've just layered my ephemera and some little I always lose the name of them, these little dots. Anyways, these were provided to me by Danielle of Exo Crafts, I think it is. So in here, I just have another little goodie. I've just got some little straws that are just in a color theme that I think she really would be able to use. And then, yeah, so when I look at Claire's creations, they're much more like pastel, like softer colors, neutrals. So I'm trying to kind of stay like that so that she can reuse some of this in some of her other projects if she wants to. So these are just some stickers that I thought she'd be able to use in some of her projects, maybe in mini albums, things like that. So that's just a fun little envelope, and then she can totally reuse this. And then, so those are kind of like extras. And then the big thing I did, which doesn't even fit here, is one of these craft caddies. So I will link, I used, I think it was Tina's craft. I'll link it down below, but she's the one. I kind of based this off of her tutorial. It is a little bit different. I did change, like it had the 2 pockets on both sides, and I changed this one to 1 large pocket. Otherwise, I think I followed hers pretty closely, and she based her tutorial on someone else's. So I'll link both down below so that you can check those out. So, yeah, so this is another little piece from Danielle. She made a bunch of these little bows in the giveaway challenge that I hosted that she sent me, and they were gorgeous, so I had to use one on here. And then I've gone ahead and made this little dangle. And again, I've just kind of tried to stick with these same colors, but she can pop this off and she can use it somewhere else. But I've used kind of those greens and blues and whites with little hints of pink. That's just a fun little dangle that she can put on an album or use elsewhere. And then, so let's go through the side pockets first. So this one here is just a cute little Hello Kitty bag from Daiso. It was just the perfect size for here. I know it's not Christmas themed, but, and then in here, I've got some little, like, gemmies and diamond dots. That's what it is. Gemmies and diamond dots. Just a little bit for her to use. And then on this side, I've just some pink twine. I used this when I was wrapping up the chocolate bar. It's just a really great little pink twine, so I've given her some of that to use. And then on the back, just get these out of the way. So on the back, I've got these two little pockets. So in this one, I've done a little sequin mix. I love how this came out with the little stars and snowflakes. I hope she gets good use out of that. And then in this one, I just have some little beads and buttons that I thought, so again, they match those same colors. I've got, like, there's some jade in here and some nice glass beads, and yeah, some of my favorites from my collection in those colors. So I've got that there. And then on this side, I've got, so some of this really pretty, I don't even want you, it's like a trim, but it's got like these little kind of fluffy bits on it. But I thought she'd enjoy that. And then here I have a little tiny envelope, and inside I have some of these stamped backgrounds. So my thought is that she can use these with any collection at all. She just needs to cut a little square of whatever pattern paper, or she can just use these as is. So I've given her those so she can play with that, and she can use that envelope if she'd like. And then let's go into what's inside. So I'll just set this off to the side here. So again, I try to do things that the recipient can kind of reuse. So I've made her this little book. So this is based on a pink strawberries tutorial, and I will link that down below. It was awesome. I did alter it a little bit. She had 2 pockets like this in hers. I've just done one, and then I've actually added a like a binding on the back here. So I will I'll link her tutorial down below so you can see. But yeah, so this is done kind of like a little mini album. She could definitely pull this apart and use it if she wanted. I'm just gonna give myself a little bit more room and move that there. Okay, so so yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. So on the front, again, I've got some diamond dots. I've got this pretty, again, the pink tulle with the gold dots, and I've stitched it. I've ruffled it with some white tulle. And then I have this piece, which is actually inspired by Clair, just kind of layering up and using some of my scraps. And I had stitched it all together, and I thought it worked perfectly on this one, so I've used that. And then I've got some ephemera pieces from that Twinkle All the Way collection, and stitched and ripped and all of this stuff. Anyway, so that's that. And I did do the back as well, just something simple. So then here we've got a ribbon closure, and you open it up. So I've got a little tuck spot here, and then in here I've just got, so these are a couple of little like decorative envelopes, and inside they've got some snowflakes, so she can use them as they are, or she can open them up and use the snowflakes. And then just some little envelopes that she can use in her projects. And then here I've done some little, so it's again, it's like a little pocket. And then I've done a little, like little button embellishments. Yeah, just with some patterned paper, some vellum, some little snowflakes, so she can stick those on projects. And then here I've done some more of those stamps. So I did these before for Clair, the Curious Trinket, with the Obed Marshall collection. Yeah, I really wanted to make some of these for Clair, the Obstinate Pursuit, and yeah, so I just went ahead and did that. I've used the little heart button die from Rosey Studio, and then again the stamp background, and then I've just used a square die to cut this out. I've used my little Heidi Swap stamp to give like a little bit of, that's a little kind of postal stamps, and then these little snowflakes. And then on this side, so this is where I did that little, like you'd see in like a traveler's notebook, right? So the little binding, and what I've done is I've turned it into like a little journal, so she can turn it into a little album. I've left the front kind of blank because I don't know how she would use it. So I've just done a little bit of detail, and she can definitely add to the front of that if she wants. I've done this fun pom-pom trim on the side. oops, losing stuff here. There we go. I've done this fun pom-poms trim on the side. So flip it open. And I've made her a couple of these pretty bows. This is the die that I got from Lisa. Pretty scrappy. And then I've layered it up with some of this fun, like, iridescent sequined tulle. And then I've got a tag here. I've got a little pocket there. And then in the middle, I've got a couple more. These ones don't have the tulle. And then I've layered, this is a beautiful lace that I got from Clair, the Curious Trinket. And then this is a beautiful blue lace that I absolutely love. And I just thought it made a really nice trim there. But she can pop these off and then she can use these pages as an album. And then here is another little tuck spot. So she's got that there. And then I've just left this as like a little tuck spot so she can tuck a photo or a note there. And then here I've got a cute little envelope. Now this is stuck down. She can use it to pop things into. And then she can go ahead and, oops, 1 second. And then she can go ahead and pull these out. So I've just given her a bunch of die cuts. So these are these little deer heads in these colors. I really like these colors, and I thought they were quite cute. And then again, I've done a pom-pom trim in like a minty green, and then open it up. So here I've got just a little embellishment that I made, and I've clipped it on with this little pink clothes peg. This is adorable little mouse, and I've just got some layers. I've got that like snowflake tulle. I've got behind here is these little I don't know what you even call them. These little like kind of flower dies that everyone has that we stack. And then some more of the vellum ephemera from the Twinkle All the Way collection. So I've just clipped that there and she can pop it off and use it wherever she wants. I didn't want to adhere it just to let her have like free reign of the page. And then over here I've got some doilies for her. And this actually you'll notice is like a lighter pink. So it's actually these. I find sometimes that these are brighter than I want them to be. I want more pastel. So I flipped it over, and I don't know how much you can see that on here, but it's got, you can kind of see it against there, like it still has that pink hue to it. So I'm doing that sometimes to kind of expand the way I use those. And then yeah, so close it up. So that's a little book, and then she's got a back page here, and I've just done this little envelope, and it's just paper clipped on so that she can pop it off, but it's just a little dear Santa Claus a little piece there. So that's that piece. And then the next thing I did was this. This is again a tutorial by Pink Strawberries, and I just really love the vibe of it, the look of it. So it's a little like book or pocket, and on the front, so here again I've used those doilies, but I flipped them over. I've got some, this is a cut apart from the Michael's pad that I'm using here, and then I've just done some stitching. I've got diamond dots. I've got some ephemera from the Twinkle All the Way collection, some snowflakes, and yeah, so then when you open it up, you've got a pocket in the front here. It's got this cute vellum cutout, and I've used one of those deer heads and a little snowflake. And then here I've just got some of these heart doily cut aparts I thought she could use. I have this really pretty like metallic, it's almost like a mirrored paper. So I gave her a bunch of those because I thought she would make something really cool with those. So, so I've got that for her. And then here I've got a little like two-sided vellum pocket so she can put things in the front or in the back. And then I've just got this little cut apart card here and just some little snowflakes, diamond dots. And then here is a little tuck spot, and I've made like a little folio. And again, I've just got some vellum. I've got some pieces from the Twinkle All the Way. This is peace, love, and joy, and everything nice. And then you flip it open, and I've got just this little tag with a little trim here, and just some of that pink tulle with the gold polka dot for her to use. Again, I've used this beautiful trim from Clair, the Curious Trinket, the two Clairs. So then on this one, I've got this cute little pocket, and again, I've just got a little embellishment here, a little heart, some diamond dots, one of these, what do you call that? Corduroy, like kind of puffy. And then here is just some trims that I've stitched. So I've given her those so she can use those. Again, I've stuck with like the neutral colors, hoping that she can use them a bit more. And then on the back page here, again, here's another frame, and I've backed it with that vellum, and it just softens the background and gives it kind of another look. And then I've used a little house from the Twinkle All the Way and the diamond dot. And then here's just some cut aparts that she can use for journaling or what have you. So that's that. And then the last piece I have in here is I did a little clipboard. So I really love how this turned out. So there's the Fa La 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 paper. Again, this is from the Michaels collection. And then I've got this little clip on here. Now she can take this right off if she wants to, and these will just come off so she can reuse it if she'd like to. But what I did was I used a piece of acetate and lined up my little pockets so that it won't destroy the clipboard if she wants to take that apart. And then this just clips on and holds it in place. So then on here I've got a little heart charm. This is the heart from the bow from the Coco Reno, one of the Coco Reno die sets. And I've done it in vellum and then in the paper, and I've just overlaid it to give it a bit of a softness. And then I've got some iridescent sequin trim and just that, I didn't even know how you describe this one, but some of the one I gave her that you saw earlier. So I've just got that hanging off there, and I just thought that was really pretty. And then here I've got some little, I'll pull one out so you can see. So I've made some little like pennant banners using a linen and a toothpick and some pom-poms. So if I turn it over, you can see. So I've used this linen, I've put it on the toothpick and stitched it, and then I've used the pom-poms to kind of finish it off. And then on this one, I've got some lace. I've got one of these vellum snowflakes, the little house, and it's the most wonderful time of the year. And then, oops. And I tried to keep these. You'll notice I didn't really do anything that was too like thickly layered. I do see Claire doing a lot of like albums and things like that, and I wanted her to be able to use these things. I didn't want to give her big, huge, chunky things that she can never use. So they're layered, but they're not really dimensional. So here's another one. I did white pom-poms on this one. I've done that iridescent tulle in the background. And then I've got the Christmas tree and the snowflakes with the Merry and Bright. And then this one is just a fun one with a little stocking and a ticket and the little reindeer and a vellum leaf piece there. And then, yeah, just some trim at the back there. So that is what is going out in this package. And I'm very excited. I love how it turned out. I'm so sorry, Claire, that it took as long as it did. I definitely owe you a surprise package at some point, but yeah, so this is me falling over, and I'm gonna go and pack this up and get it in the mail. But thank you so much for watching, for coming by and checking this out. I am now moving on to all sorts of other things, of course, because Christmas is long behind us, but yeah, thanks so much for stopping by and for watching. And I hope something here inspired you. If it does, please tag me. I would love to see what you come up with. And whatever it is you're making today, I hope it makes you smile. Take care. Bye.